finally, it's working now. Right. So YouTube's apparently changing things, which means I'm intrigued in how well this shit works. Pop out chat. Let's get a bit of a YouTube pop out chat. Um, because I can then go to Docs custom browser, um, chat, and in brackets YouTube. And then I can place that on the Twitch chat, which then I can proceed to then use one or the other depending on what I'm doing. Or I put them side by side because I have both running at once. But Twitch has a thing where you can only stream to them. They're still like, nah, you can't make money off of us if you're streaming to multiple at once, which is kind of fair enough. This is just a test anyway. This is me just getting to grips with it again. There we go, it's actually public this time. Alright, hello. Oh, my premiere started, that's pretty good. Because I moved it forward, because fuck it, no one's going to watch it anyway. Let me spruce up. In the fucking morning and then see a video is kind of boring, but it makes good points. YouTube might just change and make the live stream game maybe less insane, or maybe I will be smart who I stream to, and maybe I'll figure out. Let's just keep uploading to Twitch and then transferring over to here and putting it in unlisted as a separate thing. Fuck, you don't want to make the rest of your channel cluttered. Ah, no. Right. How delayed is putting in chat? What you gonna do now? So why you gonna die today and make it alive? Oh, they're not actually allowing me to get my analytics off of there, right? My stream goes up there anyway, and then if I go to docs again and put that in as well. Apply. It would tell me to log in, that's fine. Did forget password, because fuck putting in my password. You who had everything planned. You cat rolling snake eyes. One too many times. Go back to the dogs and flip the YouTube one on, and it should just fucking work. It shows the. It doesn't show the chat, which tells me I've limited it or something. If we go back to Stream Manager Twitch and then edit this layout, I should put at least the chat back in along with activity feed. There we go. That's more like it. I mean, I don't ever need to show the preview unless we're editing. Might as well just put other features left and right of it. So show that to YouTube. That just has the chat on there, which annoys me. I wish I could hide it. Oh, right, there we go, live chat. There. It'd be nice if we had the Steam, they could get the stream health stuff pop out as well. Oh, it's got rid of the chat now. Oh no, it's right there. So if I did pop out the chat on here, it still takes up the same amount of space. If that was OBS, I could just shove together all the shit that I need. Oh. Well, YouTube can't do that. It really pisses me off. Let's now get the quick actions back in here. Because I can now remove, I'll just remove that from my current thing. And then Twitch chat can go, YouTube chat can go, TOTALY feed can go. Now my OBS is becoming literally just the two streaming services This is actually kind of cool. I can see both, one after the other. If I stick everything else next, left and right of the preview, that'll help. Oh, stats. I like stats. Oh, this is beautiful. Just switch between the two. This is excellent. Alright, let's get my webcam working. I've got to go soon. I've got work at 10:30, so I've got to go. It's so jank, but it works so well. Can't fault it, really. Let's go have a look at why my webcam isn't viewing. Oh, because it crashes, right. Shit. Well, it crashes every time you do that, which tells me it's still broken. No. Goodbye. It's gonna just crash out me in a second. Gotta fix this. This is why I'm testing. Now I've got to crash it myself. Right. Alright, so it's back. And my webcam's working now, magically. So, that's wonderful. Right. amateur hour. You thought I signed in? No, this is Michael B. Sharon. I can. Come on, figure out me. Let's go. Oh dear Lord. Why is there so many of them? Why is there's always so many of them? Why? 20. Wow. This is all crap that YouTube sees when you haven't signed in.
Sound. That's right, all for just $23.49 a month. Settle in with big movies like Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery on Netflix, and unmissable drama like The White Lotus on Now.
99% of all internet traffic, from this video to your Pokemon Go account to your family WhatsApp group, runs on a hidden network of undersea cables. Why should you care? Because modern life is increasingly dependent on those slinky subaquatic wires. And they get attacked by sharks from time to time. How do they work? What's the future for them? Join us today as we plunge the depths and ask how the internet travels across oceans. According to the authoritative Submarine Cable Map website, there are currently 493 active or actively under construction subsea internet cables
Alright. Alright, Chrome. Don't need that. No, you guys seem to be so forced to listen to the loop, even though that's what I'm doing to test it.
crossing the globe. These range from the relatively modest 300-kilometer Azerbaijan to Turkmenistan wire running under the Black Sea to the absolutely gargantuan 6,600-kilometer Marea cable linking Virginia Beach in the US with Bilbao in northern Spain. Marea weighs the same as 24 blue whales, apparently. The firms laying down this serpentine superhighway, worldwide there's now 1.5 million kilometers of undersea data wires, are cagey about how much it all costs. But professional estimates indicate a typical transoceanic cable should set you back between $300 and $400 million, which seems like a lot because they're not especially thick, typically around the girth of a garden hose, and that includes layers of protective thixotropic jelly around the all-important fiber optic core, plus multiple plastic sheaths and copper wiring to power the thing. But even so, on average they can ferry an awesome 100 gigabytes per second in data, with newer and forthcoming cables able to transmit 400 gigabytes per second. So how does so much data fit down such slim channels? Part of the answer is an extremely sophisticated data wrangling technique known as dense wavelength division multiplexing. Put simply, dense wavelength division multiplexing lets data providers use more than one wavelength of light to convey information fiber optically. Instead, several wavelengths are employed simultaneously and stacked, creating astonishing data speeds. This happens at buzzing, data center-like landing sites at either end of the cable. Are the cables just straightforward long wires? Not quite. flight. Every 70 to 100 kilometers or so along the
You
seabed,
need a
cables
booster,
are
right?
punctuated with
Yeah.
so-called repeaters. These essentially serve as amplifiers, keeping the signal strength
That
up
makes
to par
sense,
over
yeah.
long distances.
So they
That's why
receive
the
power
cables
and they
incorporate
boost.
copper conductors, by the way,
Yeah.
carrying up to 10,000 volts of DC to power
That's
the
smart,
repeaters.
yeah.
How are the cables laid?
It's all
They're
within the
first
cable,
coiled
it's
into
amazing.
vast
That's so
cylindrical
cool.
drums on specialized cable-laying ships. As much as a year's planning and charting will go into plotting the perfect transoceanic route. Bad locations for undersea cables include anywhere volcanic, or anywhere especially earthquake or mudslide prone, or anywhere heavily trawled by fishermen. The cable is spooled out the back of the ship at a sedate pace of around 10 kilometers an hour. If the
Oh,
ship
they
encounters
bury
bad
it all at
weather,
once.
the captain can decide whether to break off the cord, tie it to a buoy, and retreat to calmer waters.
Oh,
When the
that's
storm
smart.
passes, the ship returns to the buoy and picks up where it left off. Accidents and outages on the cables can and do occur. In 2012, Hurricane Sandy in the US knocked out several key transatlantic cables,
Oh, that's not
disrupting
good.
networks for hours. In 2011, the Fukushima earthquake in Japan caused
Hours,
similar
though,
online
they
carnage. The
quick-
vast majority of such disruptions, however, are the result of human carelessness, typically trawler nets or wayward ships' anchors. Cables situated close to the shore are significantly more at risk from such disruption. As such, the closer to land a cable is, the more likely it'll be carefully
armoured,
armor-plated.
right,
Many are
yeah.
even dug into the seabed in long dedicated trenches, carved out using ship-drawn plows. Awesomely, sharks have been spotted nibbling on one of Google's subsea cables. Get your teeth into this 2014 clip. More sinister even than that, the US government has consistently warned of interference in the cables from hostile foreign powers like Russia or China.
that makes
The US
sense.
government should know all
Can
about
affect
that.
the YouTube,
Whistleblower
yeah,
Edward
the
Snowden
entirety of
revealed in 2013 how the
networking.
NSA had no qualms eavesdropping on fiber optic communications. The geopolitical implications of undersea cables are also fascinating. Last year, the Australian government intervened to prevent Chinese technology giant Huawei from installing a cable connecting Australia with the Solomon Islands. The fear is that China could use the link to gain access to Australia's sensitive internal networks.
Yeah, that's a
So
little bit
who actually
much.
owns these cables? That's an interesting question. It's an expensive business, so historically nations or quasi-national telecom providers have picked up the bill. The world's biggest owner of cables remains America's AT&T, with a stake in some 230,000 kilometers of undersea cable. The second biggest owner is China Telecom. Frequently, cables are owned by groups or consortia of up to 50 separate owners, including tech firms, local government agencies, and other businesses. And while this model helps spread the initial cost, it's less helpful when something goes wrong and nobody can agree who has to put on a wetsuit and do something about it. Increasingly, big tech is recognizing its scope for growth is limited by the undersea cable network. So over the past few years, the overwhelming majority of investment in undersea cable infrastructure has come from companies like Facebook, which currently owns nearly 100,000 kilometers of cables. Google owns roughly the same amount. Amazon has its own massive private network, hooking up the online giant's mighty AWS data centers through cables traversing the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, plus the Mediterranean, and the Red Sea, and the South China Sea. The tech giants like to frame these vast environmentally disruptive infrastructure projects as civilization-enhancing largesse on their part. But they're also shareholder companies, remember, who know perfectly well that increasing the number of human beings online is the only way they can continue to grow. Hang on a second, you're probably thinking, what about Starlink? Isn't our old mate Elon about to make the internet wireless any day now? For now, cable is by far the cheapest and most efficient means of yeeting vast packets of data over incredibly long distances.
I like that.
fast.
That's a good
Even
explanation.
normally bullish Musk says Starlink is only aimed at people who don't presently enjoy access to high-speed fiber. But who knows how that'll pan out in a decade or two. For now, the future is very much
kind of is
undersea
about
cables.
there.
Only this summer, Google and Facebook announced a joint initiative to build an undersea cable named Apricot. Apricot will link up Singapore, Japan, Guam, the Philippines, Taiwan, and Indonesia by the year 2024. The longest subaquatic cable ever, a 45,000-kilometer billion-dollar monster called To Africa that will link up 33 nations, was just bankrolled by a Facebook-led consortium. What do you think? Will mankind's ingenious submarine network one day look as obsolete as the telegraph? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more totally wired tech content.
So that was Tech Vision about a year ago. There's your ID. I can't subscribe for anything because I'm not logged in. Let's watch some more of his content just to get
The
another
gangly 27-year-old Ethereum founder has a vision for humanity's future that goes far beyond making a quick buck on cryptocurrency. So what's actually on Vitalik Buterin's to-do list? Bringing down the nation-state, halting climate change, and even curing death itself. Can he pull it off? Join us today as we man the barricades and ask how Vitalik Buterin might lead a revolution. The flame of revolution was first ignited in Vitalik Buterin's heart during the Russian-Canadian software developer's early teens. I happily played World of Warcraft from 2007 to 2010, the young billionaire recently wrote on his blog. Then one day, Blizzard removed the damage component from my beloved Warlock's Siphon lifespell. I cried myself to sleep, remembers Vitalik. On that day, I realized what horrors centralized services bring. The following year, Vitalik's software developer father introduced his crestfallen son to a potential solution to the scourge of central authority, Bitcoin. Vitalik was already great at maths, able to add large numbers in his head preternaturally fast. As a child, one of his favorite toys was Microsoft Excel, so the blockchain sat very well with him. Despite enrolling in a full program of advanced courses at Canada's University of Waterloo during 2012, Vitalik simultaneously spent 30 hours of his week on assorted crypto projects. Something had to give, so Vitalik dropped out of college and dedicated his life to Ethereum. Most people only know of Ethereum as an alternative to Bitcoin. Certainly, it is an alternative to Bitcoin, and so much more besides. When Satoshi Nakamoto first devised the Bitcoin blockchain, he, or she, deliberately employed a limited programming.
No one knows who made Bitcoin,
that's
the thing, that's the whole trick.
Conversely, when Vitalik set about creating Ethereum, his intent was to make his new blockchain programming language Turing complete. That is to say, versatile and capable of running elaborate secondary applications. Less a simple transaction ledger, more a fully fledged online platform. Vitalik Buterin's revolutionary new framework followed the utopian ideal of peer-to-peer interaction proposed by Satoshi Nakamoto and took it beyond straightforward commerce. Ethereum users would have a freer rein to recreate all sorts of applications.
No, just do it on its own.
Or whole corporations on the Ethereum chain. If you were so minded, you could build an entire Facebook-style social network or a private stock market. To date, diverse Ethereum projects abound, from SoRare, which recreates the excitement of fantasy football leagues, to serious endeavors like Civic, which leverages cryptography to protect journalism against censorship and the erosion of professional
Just
standards.
testing out, really.
Why is all this important to Vitalik? Because the blockchain takes trust as a service away from big, powerful legacy institutions like banks and hands it back to the community. That's quite revolutionary in itself. Still salty about his little Warcraft man, Vitalik told Wired magazine, "I saw everything to do with either government regulation or corporate control as just being plain evil. And I assumed that people in those institutions were kind of like Mr. Burns, sitting behind their desks saying, 'Excellent, how can I screw 1,000 people over this time?' Revolution is inevitable, you see, because helping the little guy, in Vitalik's view, necessarily means extracting authority from those who currently exercise it. Power is a zero-sum game, he told CNBC. If you talk about empowering the little guy, as much as you want to couch it in flowery terminology, you are necessarily disempowering the big guy. Personally, I say screw the big guy. They have enough money already. As well as his uncanny intellect, a colleague describes Vitalik as a genius alien. Our favorite revolutionary is not afraid to start beef. He's very publicly called out Bitcoin evangelist Craig Wright as a fraud and a scammer for claiming to be the real Satoshi Nakamoto. And traditional real-world institutions are already starting to recognize his important work, with Visa, JP Morgan Chase, UBS, and MasterCard investing significant sums in Ethereum projects during 2021. Vitalik has not only engineered a platform for new kinds of interactions, NFTs of course, and newfangled DAOs, or decentralized autonomous organizations, he is also uniquely blessed with the ability to communicate this stuff. Indeed, one of his first gigs in the crypto space was co-founder and lead writer on the influential Bitcoin magazine. Vitalik's ability to express difficult concepts in layman's terms has done much in itself to advance the crypto cause, and to this day he maintains an active blog covering his pet projects and interests with remarkable wit and clarity, for a software dweeb at least. To say nothing of the fact Vitalik speaks fluent Russian, having spent the first years of his life in Chechnya, and English and Mandarin. He learned Mandarin apparently in just a few months. Vitalik is also quite the philanthropist.
He's
He told
amazing.
Lex Fridman he thinks wealth for wealth's sake is a spiritual dead end, and on a whim donated $1 billion in crypto assets to Indian COVID-19 relief efforts last year. Among his most revolutionary wheezes is the idea that nation-states are long past their prime. Countries, he writes, are inefficient and slow-moving.
Yep.
It's easier to find a single city where there is public interest in adopting any particular radical idea, he claims in a recent blog, than it is to convince an entire country to accept it. So charter cities, think places historically along the lines of Hong Kong or Dubai, are the future of innovation, says Vitalik. And the next generation of Hong Kongs and Dubais will be underpinned by the flexibility and nimbleness of the Ethereum blockchain. Reno, Nevada has already explored blockchain technology, making NFTs of public art, funding DAOs by renting out empty state-owned properties, and even running casino games on blockchain-based random number generators. Beyond such shallow gimmicks, blockchains can improve governance in important ways. Blockchains are, by their very nature, transparent, so government fraud and collusion would be harder to pull off, because all the business of state would be carried out in the open. If you think that sounds far-fetched, you're in good company. Although he describes himself as an intellectual hipster meta-contrarian, Vitalik Buterin is the ultimate pragmatist, quite happy to admit when he's wrong, and intrigued by the countless human muddles and compromises he's been forced to make on his unexpected journey to becoming a leading tech seer. As we speak, Vitalik is working around the clock to move the Ethereum blockchain to a proof-of-stake mechanism, rather than the environmentally catastrophic proof-of-work technology he now admits was a huge mistake. Amazingly, for such an important figure in the world of crypto, he's skeptical about the recent NFT craze. I personally cannot relate, he recently told Lex
so
Fridman,
good.
to
He's
this
the
concept of
real guy
spending a
who
lot of
made
money on a thing when there's no clear understanding why it
Bitcoin, not
would
because he
maintain
did,
value.
but
I cannot
because he
understand the
came in and he
However, Vitalik is
decided
keen
to
on
do
the
something
woo-woo
about it.
notion of eternal life, and has invested serious time and capital promoting organizations like the SENS Research Foundation. He thinks everybody should read philosopher Nick Bostrom's Fable of the Dragon Tyrant, which basically mocks our society's daft assumption that death is inevitable. I hope the concept of seeing your parents and grandparents die will disappear, he recently said. In the same way the concept of getting lost in a city disappeared after the invention of the smartphone. Well, even if this brainy, articulate, ultra-wealthy firebrand doesn't live forever, there's a good chance his revolutionary ideas will. What do you think? Will Vitalik rage-quitting Warcraft be the butterfly flap that sets off the revolutionary typhoon? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more rabble-rousing tech content.
That was certainly some interesting content right there.
Every single trader that's taken the FTMO challenge using my mechanical trading rules has passed. Yes.
This guy is a scam. All of these people are scams. The real money is selling people courses on this stuff. They give you the first one for a couple free, and then they charge you for the actual important stuff, and they make bank off of it. They might not even teach you how to do it properly. Do not fall for these. Go to a financial advisor and not this shit if you want to do this shit. These are scams. They make money out of they pay for adverts to get you through the door. So they have to make their money back if they call themselves successful, right? So they will sell your data. They will take your money. You do not know they won't. They're not good people. Do not trust them. Do not trust them. Do not trust them. At no moment should you ever trust these people.
Chain, Dogecoin, Ethereum, NFTs, everyone is talking about cryptocurrencies right now. But good lord, what does all of it mean? So welcome to the one video that will take you from crypto noob to crypto genius. I'm going to tell you what it is, why it keeps becoming more important, what I've actually invested in myself, and the dark side of it. Okay, so when society was in its early stages, there was no such thing as money. We'll call this stage one. The only way to buy something off someone was to go up to them and be like, oh, I really like your horse. I'll trade you my cat for it. Sorry, Milo. I'd never trade you. But the issue with a system like that is that even though you might be perfectly happy to give up your horse, you just might not want a cat. So that trade will never happen. But that's where currency came in. Stage 2, coins, which, because they were made of precious materials like gold and silver, everyone just accepted that they were worth something. You've heard of the British pound, right? Well, the reason they're called pounds is because £1 literally just used to be £1 of silver. And so all of a sudden in a trade, it doesn't matter if you don't want my cat. As long as I have coins, we can still trade for your horse. Even if you have no use at all for the silver, because it's a precious material, you have that reassurance that you can take that coin, give it to someone else, and trade for something that you do want. Convenient, right? But then this evolved to stage 3. As banks became established and governments had control, we realized that as long as there was trust in the system, we could move away from needing to carry blocks of precious metal towards something even more convenient. Paper money. It does the same thing, but now the money doesn't have value because it's made of pure silver, it just has value because the government says it has value. Like this £10 note here in the UK, the note itself is just made of, well, it's actually made of plastic. They changed it recently because it's more durable. But if you look closer, you can see that all this actually is the Bank of England promising that they will pay the bearer of this note £10. Really, this is just a receipt, a kind of proof that you own a certain amount of money.
Which is the same as crypto.
As technology has improved even further, we found even more convenient ways of storing and trading our stuff. We're now in what I would call stage 4, where more people than ever are buying things online and using credit cards, and really when you're at that stage, we don't see our money anymore. It's not about coins or notes or cats, it's just entries on a spreadsheet. Like when I buy a music album from Amazon, all that's happening is that my bank adds an entry
finances
in
are
my
no
spreadsheet
different
that
to
says
crypto,
Aaron now
plus
has $10
there's so much
less, and
debt
then
in the
Amazon's
system,
bank
who
adds an
fucking
entry that
knows
says they have $10 more. So, the reason I've given you this entire intro is to give you context on where cryptocurrency sits. It's seen by many people as the most convenient era of exchange ever. Stage 5. The way to think about a cryptocurrency is that it's 100% virtual. I know the logo for Bitcoin kind of looks like a physical coin. It really is a Bitcoin now. But with crypto, there is no gold, there is no silver, there is no paper. It really is just the transfer of digital assets. But the core concept is exactly the same. Think of them as literally just running spreadsheets of who's paid what to who. But instead of multiple banks keeping their own separate records,
switch between
with
my
crypto,
Twitch and my
there is just
YouTube
one
dashboard on the
enormous
fly.
spreadsheet of every transaction made
So the top
using that
half,
currency.
or
And this is
three,
called a ledger.
like
Okay,
2/3
we
of
all love a
the
good spreadsheet,
screen,
but
and then the
what's
bottom
all the fuss
half,
about?
the
Why is
bottom
everyone going
third is just
crypto
all
crazy? Well, there are some distinct advantages
management
to a
stuff.
currency
It's
system
awesome.
like this. One, it's decentralized, which means that while every transaction of a given cryptocurrency is all recorded on the same ledger, there are many, many copies of that ledger, and anyone who is a part of the network has one. You might have heard of cryptocurrency mining, or Bitcoin mining. Well, all that is someone who set up
You
a
know who
computer
this
to
guy
crunch
is.
through
I don't need to
transactions
tell you,
on
but
their
we'll
copy of
talk
this
about him in a
ledger
minute.
or spreadsheet.
He's so
There
good.
are already about 1 million Bitcoin miners around the world, and
Hydrate
Bitcoin
people,
is just one
hydrate.
type of cryptocurrency. The reason they're doing it? Well, if you dedicate your computer's power to mining, say Bitcoin, then you will earn some Bitcoin
I don't mind. I
as
do proof of
compensation.
stake.
So the result of this
Much
is that
better.
if I go into a store and spend 5 Bitcoins on something, then instead of just checking with one bank's records, the shop instead checks with every single computer
Checks
on
with
this network if
every-
I have enough. And assuming I do, each computer will give the go-ahead, and then every single one will update their records independently.
And all the
So because you
records
end up
will
having
all
this
be
many copies
synced
of
up.
exactly the
So
same
good.
ledger, it becomes very easy
So
to tell
smart.
if anyone's trying anything fishy.
You can literally track everyone's money publicly. If you can figure out who owns what wallet, you can just start watching it. Which I like that, because it means you can investigate money and see it flow for yourself. See all the scams, the old methods that are now through crypto are blown wide open as long as you can find the wallet address, you can track it. Another scam. This is just if it is successful, it just basically means that you scam people in dropshipping and stuff or other random crap just to steal their money, or it's to siphon money out of companies, which I mean, it's alright. That would be fine for me, but it just seems a bit scummy and well, like, what are you doing with your life? This guy is literally talking about a trading course to ironically fund the very lifestyle. This guy is.
Of the person promising those things to you is actually a genius marketing trick, but
Yeah.
you falling for it. You know, if you want to
Exactly.
succeed in this
This
business,
guy
you
is
need to
doing the
learn
exact
this
same thing he's
right now.
claiming not to do.
You've done this for a living for one of the biggest investment banks in the world, and therefore
Barclays.
understands what it
He didn't say the
really
name though.
takes to make serious money consistently. And we all know that isn't going to happen looking at useless retail charts or junk like technical analysis that any child could use. Now my name is Nirav, and in just one single
That's a
free
first
video,
name, he could
I'm
lie.
going to show you how my colleagues and I, working at one of the biggest banks in the world, ran rings around retail traders like yourself, simply because we had access to the right information, and we knew retail traders like yourself were wasting their time using the same stuff as kids on social media and YouTube who don't actually have a clue how this works in a professional firms that do this every day making millions. Now you can continue doing what you're doing, but as I think you already know, there's much more to this business than a bunch of random lines on a candlestick chart. And in just one video, I'm going to show you exactly what you should be doing, and it's just going to blow you away and completely turn your trading on its head, not to mention your results. Now, how can I say that so confidently? Because I'm the only 100% fully audited institutional trader on the internet.
He's bullshit.
And in this free
He's
masterclass
full of
you're
shit.
about to
Watch.
you'll get access to all my
This guy's full of shit.
fully audited results.
He's full of shit.
No
Audited results means he's
ever shows
being a sneaky
they don't
fucker.
actually make any money.
Watch.
They're just very good at showing off a lifestyle paid for by you. Now let's change that today. So what you
Basically saying scam people into giving you money. That's all he's saying. Do not fall for his lies. He literally just wants you to be a fucking scumbag if you are successful. And if you're not successful, you're paying him shit.
Professional traders like myself are doing in the biggest trading institutions in the world, and you'll see it's the complete opposite of anything being done on social media or YouTube. Click the link below. I'll personally see you on the other side.
No one's got his name. I'll be so sad if someone does.
I'm in my second home, Allerdale, Scotland. Isn't it beautiful here? What's really exciting about being here is that last night I took my whole team
Another scammer.
out.
Let's watch
We
these
went
scammers.
running,
Why not?
wild
These are
swimming,
funny.
and we finished the day in our little trade in there, and I showed them how to make £100,000 trading the British pound against the US dollar. It's an amazing time to be a currency trader, and it got me thinking. So last night I decided to my team the same training I did last night to show them how to pick a currency pair using a simple piece of software, put a simple trade on with very, very low risk, and then maximize the upside. That is a technique and a skill I've been teaching people for the last 20 years of my life. It's a skill I mastered over 26 years ago. And it's a skill I would like you to learn. Why do I want you to learn that? Let's face it. The world we're in today is in crisis. Bills are going up, energy is going up, and yet what is happening to the regular guy on the street? There isn't any more opportunity, and as you're watching and as you're witnessing, it's getting colder. I decided last night that the best thing I could do from that training was to pull it out,
I'll maybe
digitize it,
switch that over at
put
some
it
point.
online. That's exactly what my team and I have been doing this morning, and we put together a brand new webinar to show you exactly how I identify great opportunities in the currency markets on a daily basis, how I monetize them, how I bank the profits, and how I get into the next trade. And I'm going to illustrate step by step how I make my money trading the currency markets. Now look, if you've never done this before,
You should
don't
watch me
need
make a
hundreds of
whole new
thousands of
account.
pounds to get started. In fact, you don't need
Just
any
so I
money,
can get scammed
because
through another
the
new
event
account.
and the webinar that I'm going to show you exactly what I taught them in that room last night. I'm going to give it to you completely for free. You do with it what you
For
will.
free?
And the reason I'm going to give it to you for free is because I've
You're
had
such
the
a great
benefit of this
person.
knowledge for the last 26 years of my life. I've taught
Oh
over
my gosh, you're
500,000
such a great
people now,
person. Wow.
From here to literally Timbuktu. We have trading floors and training centers in Australia.
Wow.
But here's my gift to you. I'm going to give you this training completely for free. You do with it what you will.
For
make as much
free?
money as you can. Keep your risk low, but join this webinar because I think you're going to be pretty blown away at this little Christmas gift I'm giving you
Wow,
this
Christmas
year.
gift! I
If
love
after
Christmas
doing that training,
gifts!
you decide that you want to become a professional level, professional grade trader, then maybe you might want to do some training and coaching with us. And given we've just taught you how to make some money, we're probably going to be your first choice. But I'm not banking on that. Join the webinar for free.
I'm not banking
learn
on
the
that.
tools and start making more money. If you're up for that, click the link below, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.
on the inside. Let's scam loads of people because I love scamming people. You are the scammer, scammed, all the scammers. You decide. All he does is scam people. He doesn't give two shits about you. He gives it to you for free because he knows it helps him first.
Like if I try to hack into someone's computer that's on the network and give myself more money by adjusting figures on their copy of the ledger, it's not going to get through. The system will realize that 99.9% of the copies on the ledger are saying one thing, but one of them is saying something else, so it must have been tampered with. There's very clear organization to the system, and I think people believe in it because they see the future as open, traceable transactions. Much more so than having like some bits of the record over here and other bits over there. And I know it seems complex at this point, but as we go through this, I think you'll realize that for a lot of people, in a way, it's simpler. There are plenty of areas in the world that have internet access, which is all you'd need for crypto, but don't have access to traditional banks, which require a lot of
authentication.
and documentation too. And I've kind of implied this already, but the main perk of crypto is that you don't need banks anymore. Because everything is stored by the people on this ledger, you can make international payments almost instantly instead of it taking half a day with no spending limits. Plus, you don't need to worry about exchange rates, you don't need to worry about interest rates, and even transaction fees are close to zero. For some cryptocurrencies, that is.
Yeah.
But this is where the real fun begins. I'm fun at parties, I promise. The reason that cryptocurrencies are called cryptocurrencies is because they're secured by cryptography. And one example of this, which a lot of the major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin use, is blockchain. Now, people often get confused by this. Blockchain is not Bitcoin. Blockchain is not a currency itself. Blockchain is just a secure type of ledger. So you know that big spreadsheet that everyone has that's recording transactions? Blockchain is just a way of organizing it, funnily enough, into blocks. So every time I pay for something with Bitcoin, that transaction is recorded as a block. Each block contains transaction data, like who was paid and how much, a hash, which is a unique identifier, and the hash of the previous block in the sequence, or the last transaction that was recorded. And the pivot on which this system rests is that if something in a block is changed, then that block's hash will change. You might be starting to see where this is going. Because each block also contains the data of the previous block, if the hash of the block here changes, then the next block will no longer have a matching hash.
There you go, I finally got my
so
scam
every subsequent block
I
after
get
that
scammed
one
account
becomes
so.
invalid. So if you combine this with what we talked about earlier, this whole
This
idea
is
of
an account
a
that I will
million
get
different
scammed on,
users
I know
all
of.
having their own copy of the blockchain ledger, then if I wanted to fraudulently create a transaction that, say, paid me money, I'd have to not
Are we getting a new ad?
Retail trading charts like
Let's go. It's the same one.
this belong in one place, the bin. And if that's what you're using,
Why not show me?
please do yourself a favor and just quit. Quit trading immediately. Now this
Trade
is
to
what
1%.
real institutional traders working at big banks are looking at. They can see real buyers and sellers inside of the candlesticks. This is just gambling. This is proper trading. I spent many years working, trading for one of the biggest banks in the world, Barclays Investment Bank, and we weren't using junk.
He said it.
Technical analysis and random lines on our chart. Stop sabotaging yourself and start looking at the right stuff.
The right stuff, yeah?
The
The right stuff.
My name is Nirav, and in just one single free video,
It could be a bunch of shit. This could be all lies. This could be all bullshit.
One of the biggest banks in the world ran rings around retail traders like yourself.
Alright, Bitcoin, blockchain, Dogecoin, Ethereum, NFTs, everyone is talking about cryptocurrencies right now. But good lord, what does all of it mean? So, welcome to the one video that will take you from crypto noob to crypto genius. I'm going to tell you what it is, why it keeps becoming more important, what I've actually invested in myself, computers at once. Okay, so cryptocurrencies have their issues. I'm literally going to get to them in a minute, but hopefully you can see why some people are excited about them. And that brings me on to investments. You've probably heard of people putting money into cryptocurrencies, and all that means is that they're exchanging normal currencies, like dollars, for cryptos, like Bitcoin. They're hoping that those cryptocurrencies become the next big thing, and therefore suddenly shoot up in value, at which point they can then either spend them, or just exchange them back for more dollars than they bought them for. There's actually a term for cryptocurrencies that skyrocket like this, going to the moon, or mooning, but that can mean something very different depending on who you talk to. But the one decision that someone would have to make at this point is which cryptocurrency? Because we've talked about Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is just one of over 4,000 different cryptos already, and each of them have different properties. For example, Ethereum, which is the second most invested in, can process transactions even faster than Bitcoin. There's one called Cardano, which is considered to be technologically superior. There's one called Litecoin, which has a newer algorithm. And if you are enjoying this video, then a sub to the channel would be delightful.
You got
so,
that,
let
brother.
me show you what I've done. And disclaimer, this is not in any way at all financial advice. I'm not recommending this.
Good.
I've literally only put in a small amount of money that I'm
Same.
comfortable losing. And to be honest, the way I'm seeing it is more as an optimistic gamble as opposed to a strategic investment.
I do
the only
too,
thing that you
yeah.
absolutely should buy is one of these hats. Best purchase I've ever made. That is financial advice. So I've put 40% in Ethereum, 20% in Polygon, 20% in Cardano, 10% in Cartesi, and 10% in Litecoin. And this portfolio has basically gone up and then down, and then up and then down. And then, honestly, you probably get more consistency from Wish.com. So crypto is in a pretty weird place right now. And this brings me on to its problems. The dark side. One of the main ones is exactly this. The reason I think a lot of people don't take crypto seriously is its volatility. Because these currencies are so new and they're completely digital, unlike, say, the market for gold, no one really knows what they should be worth. And so you find that crypto prices are quite heavily speculative. They're tied to the news cycle. Like when a glowing article comes out about them, prices spiral upwards, but then when Elon Musk posts a tweet that puts them down, they go way down. Two is the fact that they're not really accepted.
Content, display capture, filters. It's a weird green color, but it'll do. Oh. Oh no, I do it within. Right, if I do it within thing. Yeah, and then I do another one. Another one. Then another one. So I can make my own team at some point that's more effective than this. Make it all just one green tone. That'll do for now. I'm too lazy to do any more than that. Right.
Accepted as a form of payment in, well, most places. Like, yes, I can now book holidays with crypto, I can donate to Wikipedia with crypto, but there's been a lot of companies who are pretty back and forth with it. Microsoft, Tesla, even Burger King are examples of companies who said they were going to accept Bitcoin, and then they said they weren't going to accept Bitcoin.
Well, because it's money thing. They've been sold at sellouts.
See, the whole reason why a lot of these cryptos are so secure is because of this concept of transactions being verified many, many times by many, many computers. So
I feel like efficiency is going to come into play with crypto at some point, and then it's going to be way better.
That much computing power requires a lot of electricity. But at the same time, you could counter this by saying that traditional banking uses more electricity, that there are newer coins with better technology that are more efficient, and that one day we'll be able to get that electricity from renewable sources.
Exactly,
Depends
yeah.
who you ask. And 4, there's
think
also a
that's
pretty
possible.
strong sentiment that because there's no real policing or regulation on crypto right now, it's like the
Yeah.
perfect currency for criminals.
It is
But
perfect
to be
for
honest, I
criminals
think
right
the
now,
data
but it
speaks
won't
for
be.
itself on that one.
You
According
can
to Chainalysis,
you can literally
0.34%
track
of
people
crypto transactions are criminal.
on it still.
Up to 5% of normal cash transactions are criminal. And I think that's because it's
Yeah.
a bit of a misconception that currencies like Bitcoin are anonymous. They're
not
actually
anonymous.
pseudonymous, which means
They're
that even though your
public
actual
but
details
private.
aren't visible
So-
to everyone,
yeah, so
the
it's like
public
not
key,
doxing you
your
essentially.
unique identifier will be permanently baked into the blockchain upon making transactions with it.
Exactly.
So
So
cash
it
is
leaves a
just
paper
better
trail.
currency for most types of criminal activity because by its very nature, it's untraceable.
Still think that it takes money to make money? Bullshit. That's just what rich people
And me tell you is that's how you do it. No, it's because this guy's not made. This guy's rented this car. He has bought some clothes, and then he's paid for this ad to get me
want
hooked
you to
on
believe
his
so that they
crap.
can carry on making passive income
But he
while
thinks
regular
I'm the
people do all
rich
the
then.
work. And what's really unfair is that rich people already have money to make even more money with. Well, what if you could shortcut your way to multiple income streams just like the
Fuck.
rich?
Yeah,
but without
every
having to
advert could be
invest any
viewed by
of
this.
your own money or be rich in the first place?
Mhm.
Well, let me introduce you to a brand new revolutionary system that I've developed for 2023 that's allowing
Bullshit.
regular everyday
Bullshit.
people to generate monthly passive
Bullshit.
recurring income without doing any work, without
Scamming
investing
people.
any of their own money,
Scamming people,
without learning
Scamming
anything
people,
new or
being
changing
dumb,
their existing
and
lifestyle.
being a scam.
This brand
being
new
a
groundbreaking
dumbass,
system that
a
I've
scam
developed
dumbass.
works because of
But
two
you have
things.
two things.
Firstly,
People are
a
gullible to buy a
100%
product
legal
for more
loophole
than it's
that
worth
just like
because you
banks
can
and
drop
insurance
ship it.
companies
But
lets
also you
us
can
use
trick people
corporate investment capital. Now, secondly,
as a loophole.
next generation artificial intelligence
And
technology
artificial
that makes us
intelligence, a
small
big
and
buzzword
safe
right now.
2 to 3%
Small and safe
gains
2%
per month.
gains per
Now, the
month.
loophole
You see,
means that there's
loophole.
no need to invest or
Dispute
risk
the
any of our own
law.
money.
Let's
And
be a
AI
fucktard,
means that
an
there's nothing
asshole,
for us to learn or even
and
do.
a cunt
There's
bag.
a smart
He could tell
automations
us
do all of the work for
this video is plenty long to say this is where you go for my AI program. This is what you put into it. Click the link to download it, and that's it. But no, he's putting you onto a course so he can scam you into giving him profits. And that's how he really makes money. So even if he does own all this, which I'm guessing he doesn't, he's just rented it out for recording. If he owns this, he's done it off the backs of people who have been scammed the fuck out of him. Maybe they get a little bit of money out of it, but at the end of the day, someone in the chain has been scammed by this fucktard. So don't believe these twats.
for us. Now, I don't have time to cover all of the details inside of this short ad, but I can tell you that this new system breaks all of the rules of how everyday people
I'm gonna
can
get a lot
finally
of
generate
these
passive
scam things
recurring
now.
income without needing to invest any of their own money. It's such a breakthrough that Forbes featured me
It's
just
a
a few
scam.
weeks ago about this. Now, to learn more,
That could
just
be
click on
falsified.
or just down
Forbes
below this
isn't
ad
exactly a
to see
reputable
short
company in my eyes.
15-minute demonstration on how you can get your own copy of this system. Now, forget about private jets, Lambos, and champagne breakfasts.
Wow.
My system is not going to make you a millionaire.
Okay.
But it can generate you 2 to 5k monthly.
That's a lot of
without
money.
you doing anything at all. No investment capital needed,
That's not,
no
what the
learning
fuck?
or work involved.
Sign me up. All right, we got three. We got three now, boys. We got three.
And I'll even
Might as well
show you
collect
how you
these
can
like
get my
Pokemon
system
cards.
for $0 today, profit first,
Wow.
and then cover the licensing fee out of your monthly profits later on. Does that sound good? Well,
God,
go
that's
ahead and click on
amazing.
or just down
I've
below
already
this ad
fucking
to learn
clicked
more.
you.
Now, I
I am-
will warn you though,
I am-
there are less than 2,000 spots
How do you change his
remaining
name?
for this.
James
They are filling
Fayackward.
fast. Now, if you're seeing this ad right now, it means that there are still openings for now. But this could be the last time that you
The last time.
so don't look back later with regret.
We got to
Click
go
on the ad
now.
and check this out for yourself.
Let's go.
Hey, it's John Armstrong here, and thank you so much for clicking on my ad and showing interest in my brand new Infinity system. Now, I'm very, very excited to be revealing this system to you as it's getting a 100% success rate to everybody who's getting
100%
involved
success
without
rate.
doing any work, without
Oh my
learning
gosh,
anything,
this
and
is a
without investing
no-brainer.
any of their own money. So I'm sure you're excited to get started, and I'm very excited to be sharing this with you. Now, in order to make sure that I share this with a real person and a genuine person that is actually interested in this and that's not a robot or some fake human being,
No, you're not a
then
robot,
in a couple of
fake human
seconds'
being. You're an
time,
NPC,
there's
you
going to be
cunt.
something that pops up on top of this video that's
Fuck
going to
you.
ask you for your name and your email address. Now,
I
don't
don't wanna
worry,
give you
I'm
my
not going to
personal
spam
details.
you or anything like that. I just want to make
Fine, I'll
sure
give
that
him my
this
personal
presentation
details,
goes
guys.
to the right
Time to get
person.
scammed.
So you'll need to input your real name and your real email address, because I'm going to be delivering the presentation to the inbox of the email address that you
Right, it's
input
got to be
into this
legitimate.
form. So make sure that you do use a real one. If you input a fake one, and I know it's tempting to do that, then you won't be able to watch the presentation, unfortunately.
How, really?
Anyway,
Oh,
go
no,
ahead
it's gonna
and
be
input your
fake.
details now.
Oh no. Oh no. Bloop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh no. He says he knows that it's gonna be fake. Oh, mine's not fake. I'm James Feckwood, and I'm legitimate.
Artificial intelligence is making rapid strides.
I wouldn't
There's
scam
talk of a new
anyone.
evolution that could fundamentally change life on our planet.
He pretty knows. They pretty know if.
Artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize every aspect
Please
of daily
send
life.
me.
Work, mobility, medicine, the economy, and communication.
Great, thank you very much for inputting your details. The
Yes,
thing that you
my
need to do right
legitimate
now
email.
is go to the inbox of the email address that you just inputted into the form, and you'll receive an email from me that's going to look something like this. It says it's from Jono from Infinity, and it says here's the link to your Infinity, to the Infinity presentation. So if you click on that email, open it up, you're going to find a direct link to the presentation that you can click on and go and
they're not gonna
enjoy
send it to me,
the
are they?
very
'Cause it's a new
short
account.
15-minute Infinity presentation that I'm very, very excited to be sharing with you today. So go ahead and do that, and I'll see you in this
Wait, is
inside
his
the presentation.
email thing just really slow? Yes, we got in anyway. Let's save this.
What if you could have your very own legal money printing machine that paid you every 2 weeks like clockwork, could cover your bills,
Yes,
upgrade your
let's
lifestyle,
go.
and even replace your job?
Wait.
It takes zero time to maintain, takes zero
He gave me
skills
the
or
link
learning
anyway.
whatsoever, as it runs by itself,
ga-
without any help from you, requires zero investment.
The fucker gave me the link anyway, directly. That's a load of bullshit. See, he didn't even verify I was a real person. He just wanted my information so he could fucking fish me or something. I don't fucking know. Let's find out later if he fishes me. He probably sells my details. I bet you.
For everyday people.
These are all paid actors. That app looks so generic and weird. I don't trust it. We're gonna find out together, guys. My webcam's gonna become
My name is
crypto.
Jono Armstrong, and
gonna go
no,
so
I haven't been
rich.
smoking anything funny. This machine
No, you're just
actually
scamming people.
exists, and even better, this
Full
is
of
already
shit.
bringing in life-changing results for real people, like
You're full of
Susie here,
shit.
who made $157
Who the fuck is Susie?
in her very first day.
How do I trust Susie?
We've also got Bo here, who made $4,000.
Who the fuck is Bo? It could be just a picture you skimmed off of a fucking
We've also
fishing.
got Jamie here, who absolutely
This
nailed
this
it
could
and
all
made
be fake.
$7,131 profit.
This could all be
in
bullshit.
just 12 days.
We don't
Now,
know.
Before we get into it, let me just say this. Make sure that the page address that you're watching this video from right now is from the domain theinfinitysystem.co, because there are a lot of bad people out there trying to imitate me and my new system.
Bullshit,
And if you're
you
watching this from a
fucktard.
different domain other than theinfinitysystem.co, then close the video down right now to avoid getting ripped off or scammed. Kindly
Senpai,
go to
thank you.
theinfinitysystem.co and watch this video from the official website. Now, I know that you've probably seen other webinars or free workshops, and this isn't going to be anything like any of those. So how is this different?
Really?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to waste 90 minutes of your time only to find out that you need to pay me thousands of dollars. I'm not going to bore you with my life story or some fake training
That's good.
that is
Thank
just
you.
a sales pitch in disguise. Yes, I do have something to sell you, but I'll show you how you can get your hands on it for
piece of
$0 today, so stay tuned. Now, what's really cool is that because this system is so simple, you'll have everything that you need within the next 14 minutes.
14 minutes?
Okay,
I have
now
14
I realise
minutes.
this
Everyone
money
has
printing
14
machine that I just described might sound like a bit of a fairy tale, but I've created it, and I'm going to show you everything, including how it works. It's perfectly natural to be skeptical, I mean, I wouldn't have believed this until recently because the technology making this work didn't even exist 2 years ago. And we're tapping into a legal loophole that until now, no one else knew about. Still sound too good to be true? Well, that's exactly what Adil thought too, before he made $30,417 in the past month, completely hands-free. It's also what Jonas thought before he made $6,785 in his first month. And I quote, "I make all of this money while I sleep, and I spend the rest of my time watching Netflix and going to the gym or spending time with my girlfriend and dogs." So what is this machine and how is it getting these people these results? Well, the big picture is that this is a 100% done for you monthly money printing machine that requires zero effort on your part as it's managed 100% by my team. It's made possible by a bulletproof legal loophole where we automate profits using other people's money, hence why it's risk-free. And I realise this probably all sounds a bit too good to be true. So, while it's not common knowledge, investing other people's money is very common practice in the financial markets. I mean, banks, they do it all the time with people's savings accounts, legally investing their customers' money to make corporate profits. It also happens in crypto. Staking is another form of investing with other people's money, right?
Yeah.
Also, look at all the huge insurance companies that constantly invest massive amounts of their customers' premiums for themselves. And they're some of the richest companies in the world, right? Now, what we're doing here is every bit as legitimate, but it's actually much simpler, and I'll show you exactly how in just a minute. Now, I'm not promising you millions of dollars here, just a simple, hands-free, few $1,000s a month without having to do anything yourself, without changing your existing lifestyle, or without risking any of your own capital. I mean, a few extra $1,000 a month for doing nothing can go a long way, right? It works because of three things. Firstly, powerful companies in the trillion-dollar investing industry called proprietary firms, or prop firms for short.
Prop firms.
Secondly, a massive demand in the market for skilled
all makes
trading
sense now.
professionals. And thirdly,
They're putting crypto on the waters.
Let's look at these one by
They're
one.
fusing us with the crypto.
Firstly,
we're all gonna die.
prop firm.
We're all gonna die, Morty.
FTMO
We're all
is
gonna die,
probably
Morty.
the most well-known prop
Oh,
firm out
fucked.
there, so go and check them out. They have access to billions of dollars of private investor funds. The firm's job is to make a profit for clients by successfully trading the markets. Now, before the birth of prop firms, this was done by huge hedge fund and investment companies on places like Wall Street and Bloomberg. But just like Uber has revolutionized the taxi industry by giving power to everyday people with cars, or like Airbnb has revolutionized the hotel industry by allowing everyday people to make money from their homes, these prop firms are revolutionizing the way that investment funds are managed. So instead of having their own in-house fund traders, they search for freelance independent traders from all over the world to trade their funds. Which brings me to point number 2, a demand for pro traders. So firms like FTMO are desperate for pro traders to trade their funds, and in return they let them keep most of the profits. It's a win-win because the traders can make bigger gains than they could on their own because they can use company money, and the prop firms still make huge net gains for their clients. Now, stop press, okay? Don't worry, this has nothing to do with trading or learning to trade. I'm not going to try and sell you a bunch of alerts or signals either, and no, you don't need any investment capital of your own.
Nice,
now, like
I'm
most
poor,
people,
but I'm in
I
debt.
don't like hard work. I don't like learning new skills or taking risks.
Sounds like you're a scammer
I've always preferred using experts to make me money instead. Now, just hear me out so that you understand how this works for everyday people who have zero tech or trading skills, just like myself, or maybe just like yourself. Anyway, so for a pro trader to get approved by these prop firms like FTMO and get access to up to $200,000 of free money to trade with, he or she has to pass a bunch of rigorous tests to prove that they can trade successfully. Once they pass, the trader then gets to trade using the company's money. They get to keep 75 to 90% of the profits, again without risking any of their own capital, which is super important to remember, okay? This is an amazing opportunity if you're a pro trader. But what if you're not? Well, keep watching. So I found out about this stuff back in April 2022, having recently retired from my own software and marketing business, and I thought I'd give it a go.
No, really?
So I spent 4 solid weeks learning advanced trading, then practiced on demo accounts until I thought I was good enough to compete with the big dogs, so I could pass the prop firm's evaluation tests on my own. So, after all this training, I went and applied for FTMO to take their evaluation tests, which would give me access to a funded account,
Didn't you have to pay for that, right?
free money, like I mentioned before.
But that sounds like you're just scamming.
After 2 weeks of
once
testing,
the word gets
they
out,
told
you're going
me
to
I'd
get shut
failed
down.
miserably. I just wasn't pro enough for them. What a total waste of learning time for me. Now, I should mention that I'm no pro trader, but I do have a lot of investment experience building my own portfolio, so this is a real blow to my ego. But I was like a dog with a bone, more determined than ever. So, I did what I always do when I get stuck. I found an expert to automate it for me. Now, as a serious private investor, I'd made friends with some elite pro traders. Many of them got paid to help junior traders pass their prop firm evaluation tests. So I asked one of them, his name is Lorenzo Fernandez, if I could hire Lorenzo to qualify me for a funded account. But he said his fee would be so high that it wouldn't really be worth it. But he told me about an automation hack that him and his team had created. A powerful, done-for-you computer file, which was essentially
computer file. Oh my god!
Algorithm that passes prop firm evaluation tests without you lifting a finger. So after we agreed on a price, he sent me the file. Then I copy and pasted it into my prop firm account.
I want it too.
I'm open-minded about technology, but even I didn't expect this to work as easily and hands-free as my friend said. But I also knew that my friend was a trading genius who'd never BS'd me about money, so I followed his simple instructions.
Man's a genius, I trust
and
him.
exactly as promised, his program
So I expect you
passed
to be
the
a genius.
evaluations without me
Trust
having
you,
to
is that
do
right?
a single thing. So in no time, I had access to a 200k funded account without doing anything myself. Which is where the third part of this system comes in. Advanced artificial intelligence automation. Now, from my previous software business background, I knew that automation technology and AI were making huge breakthroughs. So I looked into how to use tech that wouldn't require me to split the profits with Lorenzo, so that I could keep all of the profits myself. I connected with Richard, an old friend and employee of mine that studied robotics and software engineering at Harvard. Rich was making serious money from automated trading bots that he was creating, but he traded with his own money and that seemed way too risky for me. So I asked him to custom create one of these advanced bots for me to specifically to trade the funded account that my new computer program had qualified for me. And that's the legal loophole, the light bulb moment when this money printing machine was born. You see, I'm not a pro trader, but I used a pro trader to secure the company funds for me by passing the prop firm evaluation tests. And once passed, I used
everyone
AI
into
automation
fucking
to trade
stealing
my
people's
new
money
funded accounts,
and trading
making
with
me
someone
passive
else's money.
income
I'm a
each
piece
and
of
every
shit.
month,
I'm a lazy
completely
fuck.
risk-free
And it was
on
so amazing.
complete autopilot. Skilled traders and robots did all the work, while I did nothing and still made money. And most people have no idea about prop firms like these, where anyone with skills can access free trading money for 90% of the profits. But practically no one, except elite trading pros, know this. That
is
it's
funny.
100% legal
What's the
to
chances
use
all the people
automation
watching
tools,
stream is a
including bots,
scammer
to
trying
do the trading for
to
you.
spam you
And
and shit.
this comes
Oh, hello
straight from the
Nova, I've just
frequently
watched like
asked
some
questions
scam
on
thing.
the FTMO website. You can see it's completely
Look,
alright
look,
to
look,
use algorithmic trading and EAs, which is what we're doing here. Now, pro traders have been using bots to guide them for years, but recently these bots have gotten so good.
He sent me
like
the link, but
Rich's,
he gave
they're
it to
a
me on the website
completely
anyway.
new level.
So he was just trying to take my
And
info.
my
He
goal
didn't verify
is to bring
shit.
all the benefits of
I'm
automation,
James
other
Fairquad, which
people's
is obviously
money,
it wouldn't
and
get sent to
expert
me if
trading
my
technology
email is
to
illegitimate.
everyday
So
people with
I
zero
just use my main
skills
account,
to make
obviously.
unheard of amounts of passive recurring income. So back to Rich's bot. How did it perform on my funded account?
Send me the link.
Well,
Give me the bot.
first, we adapted it
Please.
to be ultra conservative. It had to be profitable, but not.
No, it's not a
risk
scam.
losing
It's a
platforms
100%
money
success
either.
rate. How can it be a scam?
My top priority was to keep my account in good standing so that I could keep this going indefinitely. What we discovered was, by running the bot only during the Chinese market opening hours,
Oh my gosh,
when
the
markets
most
are relatively predictable
abused
and slow,
market.
and only
Oh
on
my
Tuesday
God.
through
At
Friday,
a weird
because
time.
Monday gets wildly
That's
volatile,
amazing.
and the markets are closed over the weekends anyway.
Wow.
The bot was able to deliver a steady 95%
That's not
win
100%.
rate. Now this translated to around $400 a day for me, or $6,000 profit per month. Risk-free. Remember, none of my own money was on the line. And without me having to do any work at all, because
No
remember,
work. All he has to do is
Lorenzo and
scam
Rich
some guy into
did
giving you some
everything.
info, and now he's giving us it
So I
for
did
free.
the other thing that I'm great
He's
at.
a
I
modern
scaled
day
the
Robin
system
Hood.
by setting up as many prop
Oh.
firm accounts as I could. I
Oh.
uploaded my friend's computer file into each
Oh.
new account, and it automatically passed the evaluation tests. And
He is
Rich
definitely
to
a
install
scam.
and configure
I knew
the
it.
bot once my
I caught it
newly
out at the
funded
beginning.
account was passed and approved.
It
So
might
I
as well be.
repeated the process over
He
and
worked
over
for
and
Barclays,
over again,
to have you
to
know.
the point where
Look
I
at
had
his
over
setup.
10 accounts running simultaneously.
Look at his
that were
memes.
collectively making a fairly consistent
Look at his
$4,000
dodgy
a
app
day.
that no one knows quite what it
Completely
is.
risk-free and completely hands-free too.
Wow.
The system had been
Let's turn this
refined.
one.
No more testing or tweaking. I didn't even have to log into my accounts. In fact, I didn't have to do anything at all.
Wow,
Just
this
repeat
doesn't
the
look
simple
dodgy at all.
process with Lorenzo and
Even though he
Rich.
won't send me this link
The
to
system I
his
created
thing.
worked like a dream.
Give
like
it to me.
clockwork, on
Give it to me.
autopilot, without any maintenance.
Stop wasting my time.
The
Give me
profits
it.
showed up every day
I should have
at
had it
3
within the
PM,
first minute.
where I could check on the mobile app,
I have
and they
short
were
attention span.
automatically sent to my bank account via direct debit every 2 weeks without me having to even.
He
lift a
makes all
finger.
the money. This is the
All
real
of this
money
going on
maker. Is
while
this
I
shit.
enjoyed life, spending time with
He
my
did
new
say he was
baby
going to sell me
daughter,
something,
and
so I'm
treating
waiting
my
for it.
wife to nice
Come on.
meals.
Sell me something.
So after a month of
Sell me some
relaxing,
Ponzi
doing
schemes.
absolutely
Let's go.
nothing, I thought to
Pyramid
myself,
scheme. Let's go.
since this
Pyramids.
computer
Fucking
file
Illuminati.
and Rich do everything,
Yeah,
I could
Illuminati
set this
rules
up
the
so my
world.
family members who have zero
No.
technical knowledge or
The US
experience.
dollar is has
So
the
that's what I
Illuminati
did.
on
I
it, and it's
deployed
the
it
symbol on
for
it,
some
and
of
it's
my family
literally,
members to
it's
help them out with some
literally
of
one
their
of the
bills.
central
I set it up
currencies.
for my dad, who's a retired
That's what
priest
really
who knows
rules the world.
nothing about
Fucking
the internet
dumbass
or
is getting
trading.
scammed.
He doesn't even have a Facebook account. In his
Yeah,
first
Facebook
month,
knows
he made
him though. They have
$4,316. I also
an
set
account
this
on
up for
him,
my
even if
sister, who's equally as technologically
His
challenged,
sister?
although she
What's
does
her
have a
name?
Facebook account.
What's her
I
LinkedIn?
set it up on the condition that she would use
Come
the
on,
money to pay
show me
for
the
her
receipts.
family's
I need
flights
to
to
see
come
this
visit me in
details.
Bali at Christmas time. She made $8,599
I need to see the
and
numbers, the
ended up
people.
flying the whole
There's no
family out
names there.
business class.
It
She
doesn't.
was so happy.
This is
and
all
you'll
just
hear from her later.
bullshit.
I also set this up for my friend's dad, who's also retired.
His friend's dad. Oh, this guy's really
also
nice.
doesn't
Oh,
even
oh.
speak English.
Wow.
Hur mycket pengar fick du in den här veckan? 780 dollar. Ja, det är bra. Har du mycket jobb? Nej, det var i princip inget jobb alls.
And finally, I even set this up for my baby daughter,
No, actually,
who doesn't understand
this
anything.
He's setting up
The
for a
monthly
baby.
passive
This has to be
payments
real.
will
If a
mount
baby
up
can
over
do it,
time and will
if
easily
an old
pay
man
for
can
her
do it,
school fees
hell,
and
your fucking
college
cat can do it.
later on in life.
Hell, why aren't all
So,
the
I've maxed
OnlyFans
out
people
as many
switching to
accounts
this?
as I
They
can
don't need to do
personally
anything
get.
anymore.
I've set it up
Just
for most of my close
that
friends
money flow.
and family, and I've also
YouTubers,
beta
everyone should
tested
quit their
this
job.
with
Everyone should do
20
this.
beta
I wonder what
testers
would happen.
to make sure that my
Well, the
system
economy
is
would probably
100%
collapse,
bulletproof.
but you know.
And now I want to
Bulletproof?
set it up for you too.
Yes, let's go.
And
Let's
look,
go. I'm ready.
I'm not going to put any pressure on you here.
Want my bank details?
I've
I'll give my
already
bank
got
details
dozens
for
of
you.
colleagues DMing me to join.
What, do you want my
and
crypto
word will travel fast.
crypto wallet details?
And as you're about
Anything.
to see,
Everything.
there are only a limited number of spots available that my team has the capacity to support. So simply
Support?
put, this
What do you
thing
mean?
is
It's
going to sell
automatic.
itself, whether I try to sell it or not. But
It's automatic.
after
You don't
seeing
need
the
support.
difference it's made for my family and
It
close
would just
friends
work, right?
who aren't as financially fortunate as me, I want to go into the people who really need it. I hope that makes sense.
Yes.
So if you'd like me to
You're
set this
a
up for you, but you're wondering how much it costs, well,
Sounds
first
like a
ask
bunch of
yourself, what is it
bullshit.
worth to have a machine that prints you
Bullshit
thousands
it
of profit
is.
per month
You are a cunt.
without you lifting a finger?
No, a cunt you are.
What is it worth not to worry about the bills, the economy, inflation, providing for your family?
Let me guess, it sends me to the link I just went
What
on.
is it worth to make
Oh,
you
it's a new
even
thing.
quit whatever soul-sucking,
Yo, select
time-stealing
your plan.
occupation you may have now to live a life of freedom that you deserve? If you wanted to make a conservative $2,000 per month clear as passively as this, you need about $440,000 invested in high-yield bonds that pay out 5% per year, or $266,000 in 9% dividend stocks. But neither of those are risk-free. And if you had that kind of money, you could invest in a business of your own. But then you're still trading time for money, plus taking all the risk on yourself. What I'm offering you here is completely unique.
Take my crypto money.
It's
Take
a
my
way
crypto
out
money.
of the
This isn't the
traditional
real card.
rat
This
race
is
that most
actually
people are stuck
closed,
in.
so I don't give a shit.
No job,
Take my crypto
no
money. This isn't
business,
the real card I
no
use.
other
I'll
investment
use a
comes
different one.
close. And the
Take my
results
money.
you've seen today
Can I
speak
feed
for
it
themselves.
into the
And during this first ever
slot?
public release, you can get in for just $24.97.
You scan the
for a
little mini
200k
thing.
funded account,
You scan
you'll
the
make
thing.
approximately $5,000
Oh, it's not
a
working.
month profit.
Oh.
So click on the link down below this video.
Oh,
where
it
you can
really
come
doesn't want to
straight
show
the
this card,
checkout
does
page
it?
And get started right now, today. This also includes the fees for the computer file that qualifies your funding account.
Oh,
and
fees for the
to have
No, you said it was
Rich
free.
set up the bot for you.
No,
But just
I want
like
to set the bot
promised,
up
I'm
for
going to show you
myself.
how you can get
It's
this
all
for
done by me, and then I get to do fuck
today.
all.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, so stay tuned.
Okay,
Now,
okay,
set
yeah,
up,
okay, I'm
it's
listening.
$500 per month, and this subscription starts after 60 days. And remember, this comes out of the profit that it generates.
Oh, I love
for
that
you.
camera switch.
Now, I'm
Oh,
not
professional.
legally allowed to guarantee you a monthly profit figure, nor can I give you an exact figure as we're dealing with the markets here. But based on both our own results, those of my friends and family,
Take my weird
and
felt
all of
card
our
for
beta
cleaning
testers,
card
which is
things out.
collectively over
Which I
40
just
people
got somewhere, I don't know where.
using a 200k funded account over an average period of 3 months, the average monthly
how you
profit
swipe
was
to clean out.
$6,000. So I
Swipe
can quite
card
safely
things.
estimate that you can also
Safely
expect
estimate?
this too. Okay, so we're talking about you making free money with zero risk and zero time commitment either.
Alright, come on.
And
So we have
that's
to do
as
it for
clear
free.
as I can make it. And if free money doesn't interest you, then you should leave now with my apologies for wasting your time. So if you are interested, great. Now, although Infinity is certainly not free, you'll remember that at the beginning of this presentation, I told you that you can get in for $0 today. So here's how to do that. Simply click on the link down below that just popped up that says check your available financing options. This will open up a page which will have different financing and loan companies in your country that will loan you the money to get into Infinity.
He is a
So all you need to do
cunt.
is simply
This
find your
is only
country
gets
and see
sent
the
to
available
British people
financing
for a
and loan options
reason.
there. They usually approve you within minutes, and that will allow you to get in.
So now he
right
tells me I
now
have to pay
for
him money.
$0 today.
But 60 days
Now, if you pay
free?
this
Wow,
off
that
over
can
the
possibly
space
go
of a
wrong.
year, that's only $166 a month, which again you can pay
Only.
out of your monthly profits.
Oh, fuck off.
This means that you effectively get your very own money printing machine that spits out payments every 2 weeks without you having to even lift a finger or waste a minute of your time to generate this money completely for free.
I'll see the
You
other
pay
ones another
nothing
day, so I've
today,
got to go.
and you pay off the financing from
Man,
your
he's wasting my
monthly
time.
profits, meaning this whole money printed system is 100%
Money
free.
printing.
Now, if you're unable to get financing from one of the companies on the list, then you can always go with a traditional credit card or a traditional
No,
bank
don't do
loan
that.
from your local bank.
No.
Simply save this checkout page URL and come back once you have secured your loan.
He's
Now,
telling
like
you
I
to get a
said,
credit
there
card
are
out.
only a limited number of spots available, and hard facts, Rich and his team.
This
have
guy
to set
does
up
not
and
own any of
configure
this.
and maintain
Or if he does,
each
he's
spot
scammed
on each
people on
account.
this site.
To claim yours, click on the button down below right now. That will take you through to our checkout page
Okay.
here, where you can click on Join Infinity. That will take you through to our secure
What about this?
shopping cart, where you can
What
check
the
out using your credit or debit card right here, or you can check out using PayPal down here. Then
Secure.
your credentials will be sent to your email address.
I like your email,
You
by the
can
way,
use
dude.
those credentials
It's pretty
to log
sweet.
in to our members area.
I love how
where
it's
you can
cropped
go
to the
and
top
watch
very
the
slightly.
3 videos. Yes, there's only 3.
Only 3?
You will set
Wow,
up a
Logan Paul doesn't
VPS
even have
or
that.
a virtual private server. This is going to cost around $30 a month, and we'll show you exactly what you need to do step by step in the training videos in the members area.
Now we've got to
We'll
reverse
show you
engineer his
how you
video
can
to
upload
do it
the computer
ourselves.
file into your account
Find out if
so
it's
it can
real.
automatically
Let's do it. Let's
pass
go.
the evaluation process for you. This is as simple as copy and paste. If you can download an app
Yeah.
from the App Store or Google Play, you can absolutely do
download
this too.
malware.
Now this is the only work that
I mean,
you actually
not
need to
malware,
do, and the
not
whole
a Trojan.
process
No,
takes
no
around
phishing.
10 minutes.
He hasn't
You
already
also
tried to
need
fish me with
forward
my
an
email.
additional $997 to the prop firm to take the evaluation test.
Nope.
Now this is refunded
Spoilers.
back to you later, along with your first
Yo.
payment, so don't worry about
You have
that.
to.
Now, once paid, your uploaded computer take the
Wait.
evaluation test.
An additional $997 to the prop firm to take your evaluation test. I knew it. He didn't even mention that until now. I fucking knew you have to pay for it to make an evaluation test. This is refunded back to you later along with your first profit payout. So basically what you're saying is give me $1,000, just shy. He doesn't want to get it too close, although it will seem weird, like a sales pitch. And then he's like, you'll get it back, and you'll get profits.
Now, this is refunded back to you later along with your first profit payout, so don't worry about that.
Don't worry about
Once
it, yeah.
paid, your
Cool.
uploaded computer
I love your
will
setup.
automatically start
The
passing
iPad,
evaluation,
you're such a
giving you
douchebag. Big
access to the
screens,
funded
such a
account.
douchebag.
This
2
process
separate
can take around
cameras,
2 weeks.
fully
During
DSLR,
which time
crazy
you can
cameras.
monitor the
Nice mic.
progress
You're a
from
cunt.
the mobile app
I know you are.
or from your computer.
This
After your
lavish
funded account has
office,
been
you're a
secured,
cunt.
Rich
Your
will
own
install the bot.
t-shirt, you're
The
a
whole
cunt.
process
Your own
takes
hat,
around 2.5
you're a own cunt.
to
You're a
3
cunt.
weeks. We've
It's
perfected
simple.
this
It's how
over
you see
dozens of
scam
account
artists.
setups,
They are
and
such.
this is the fastest way to
They're
ensure
too good at this.
compliant, securely funded accounts that can literally print you money.
3 weeks.
You could set up your preferred payout option inside your account later. They pay out via bank transfer, PayPal, or
Obviously
even
crypto.
Now, I
Coinbase,
realize that for some
obviously.
people, 3 weeks may feel like a long time, but it will
Oh, fuck
fly
off.
by. You'll be able to check the status of your account through the mobile app, and we'll keep you updated
Mobile
by
app?
email every step of the way.
What
You can
mobile app?
contact our support
You haven't told us about your
24/7
mobile
if
app
you
yet.
have
You just
any
showed us
unanswered
weird,
questions.
dodgy-looking
I was
apps.
talking about this to a friend who's a professional trader, and he told me it can take a month or more for individuals to qualify for funded accounts, and that's if they manage to pass on the first try. With Infinity, everything was done for me, and my account was live and earning faster than I expected.
Hey guys, so the 3 weeks actually flew
These
past
aren't
and I could
actors.
see what's going on the whole time through the tracking dashboard.
So right around about 2 months
I've
ago,
seen
I
this guy
did-
before.
and
Hey, he's made his own advertisement before. Look at that weird app on his iPhone and his weird kitchen.
It's crazy. This is mind blowing because I didn't even have to do anything. Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much, Infinity.
If you're not willing to wait 3 weeks,
Paid
then
actors,
this is
paid
not
actors.
for you.
Yep,
Kindly go and sign
he
up
is
for
funded
some
by
e-com
his victims.
course, put in
Paid
hours
actors.
and hours of learning and execution. And
They
wait
should all be
for
put
a
in prison
minimum
together.
of 3 months before you
I
start
think
getting
all these
paid.
scam artists should be put in
Now,
the
like
same
I
prison,
said,
and
you're
they should
under
all be able
no
to interact,
pressure,
talk to each
but
other, and
these
try to scam
accounts
each other. I
will
think it'd be
sell
funny.
out, and when they do, you'll see a waiting list page when you click on the button down below this video. So if you want in, then hit that
We'll
button
give you $1 million
now,
if you pick up the
and
soap.
let's get you started. Oh, and did I mention our $10,000 profit guarantee? We are
No
so
strings
confident
attached.
that you're going to make a ton of money using Infinity that if you don't make at least $10,000 within your first 7 months using the Infinity system, we will refund your money in full, and
Wow.
you can keep the system
How
going
nice of
as
you.
long as you like without any further subscription charges.
Oh, that's
Still on
lovely.
the fence? That's totally okay. It's normal to be skeptical, and if you want to speak to
Is
one
it
of my
now?
team
Oh,
about this,
skepticism
you
is
can
good.
schedule a call here at the Infinity System.
No. When you pick up the soap, they'll fuck you over.
Now, please be aware that
in
our team is a little
every
overstretched
sense
at the moment,
while you're
and
picking
it
it
could
up.
be
That's how it works.
72 hours before
Then
somebody
by the time you
reaches out to
realise what's going on,
Alright, so
you're
while I have you, let's have a
you're
quick
already
recap
fucked.
of
So what
how
can
the
you do?
Infinity system works. Number 1, prop
It's a
firms
really
will give
good
proven
analogy. I'm not gonna
traders
lie.
funded accounts of up to
Oh, take a screenshot of this.
$200,000
It's hilarious.
for them to keep 90% of the profits. Now, we're not pro traders, nor do we have to be because of the loophole that we're
But
using here.
is he not a financial
You will use the
advisor then?
Infinity algorithm
I'm
to
confused.
pass the
He hasn't
prop
said
firm
that yet.
evaluation test.
We need to get a bingo card
Once
for all
the tests
this.
are passed and you have access to the $200,000 of funding, you will drag and drop the profit bot onto your funded account. The
Drag
bot
and drop.
continues to trade your funded
What is this, a
account
fucking
and make you
MacBook?
safe profits
Drag and
every
drop
month.
your
The
program
bot
files
only
into the
trades Tuesday
install
through Friday
device, and
only
it will
during
install,
the
and then you got
Chinese
to open
market
up your little
hours at 10
padlock
later.
to go through your
Payouts
security
go to your
settings,
bank
and
account, PayPal or crypto
it's all based off
every
Linux, but it's all
2
been
weeks.
so fucking fucked
Alright, I'm just
over
gonna
that
jump in here in
it's
this
just a
very
walled
short
garden
little
of
insert
bullshit.
because I've been getting bombarded with emails and questions. Because some
Wow,
people are
give me your
confused
email,
about the
please.
cost
Oh, you
breakdown,
gave
how much
me
it
your
costs in
email.
total for all these things included with Infinity.
Man gave me his
Also, I want to
email.
talk about the guarantee and I want to talk about the funding options because these seem to be the 3 major things that most people
Oh no,
are
that's
confused
alright.
about.
That's fine.
So starting off with the with the
What
prices.
the fuck is
okay?
this?
If you click on the link down below this video, which says Join Infinity in big red letters, it will take you through
Oh,
to
this
the
isn't
checkout
weird.
page where you can see
There
how
we go.
much you need to pay today,
Jono.
which is $2,497. Okay, this is payable today, and this will allow you to get inside of the Infinity members area and get set up and get started. Now, on top of that, you will be paying a $500 per month subscription. This is included in your payment today, right? So you're not only getting this $24.97 setup fee, but it will also enter you into this $500 per month subscription. Now, this subscription starts in 60 days time, okay? So you won't be billed $500 until 60 days time. The reason that we've done this is because it's going to take you at least 3 weeks or around 3 weeks to use our algorithm to pass the prop firm evaluation challenges, right? Until you are funded. Once you're funded, your first payout will be 30 days after that. So that's taking us to around 45, 50 days in total, and that's why we won't charge you your first subscription until after 60 days. So we're pretty confident that within that 60-day period, you will have at least had your first payout from the prop firm, which is going to be around $4,000 to $6,000. So out of that $4,000 to $6,000, you will then be able to pay the $500 subscription fee for Infinity. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay.
Pabo.
Now, on top of this, if you make less than $1,000 per month, which I think is pretty impossible based on the results of all of our customers so far, who are all making at least $4,000 to $6,000. This is near impossible, but we can't rule it out.
Yeah, scammer
so
bingo
if this
sounds
does
fun.
happen where you make less than $1,000 for that month, you won't pay the $500 subscription fee. We want you to be in profit, okay? And if for whatever reason you make less than $1,000, then you won't be charged that $500 subscription fee. It will be waived. I hope that is very clear. Now, the other payments that are involved, you need to pay $980 approximately to the prop firm in order to take the evaluation test. Okay?
That's a shame.
This is paid directly to the prop firm.
Is it now?
And it is refunded later on along with your first
You say it's legitimate,
payout from the prop firm. Okay, so please bear that in mind. Because this is a refundable payment, we don't really take this into account. Okay, but yes, you are going to have to forward this amount directly to the prop firm in order to take the evaluation test. So please make a note of that. Apart from that, it's going to be $30 per month for a VPS. Now, a VPS is going to allow us to run the bots on your account 24/7. It's like a virtual computer in the sky that you have access to, where we can run the bots all the time, and that's going to cost $30 per month. So apart from that, let's talk about the guarantee. So basically, we have a profit guarantee, and the guarantee is that you will make at least $10,000 within your first 7 months. Okay, now this means this guarantee kicks in after you are up and running with your live funded account. Okay,
there you go, another email
now,
to him.
After you are live, if you don't make $10,000 within your first 7 months after you're live, which is going to be very, very peculiar, because usually, well, all of our customers so far are making between $4,000 to $6,000 a month, okay? But if you don't make, for whatever reason, $10,000 within your first 7 months, then we will refund you in full, okay? You can keep...
Yeah, you can't download it or anything, it's funny.
And we will no longer charge you a subscription anymore, which I think is a pretty good deal.
There we go. I hope you loves my
and
email.
We're so confident to offer this kind of guarantee because we know full well that you will make at least $10,000.
Oh, okay. I love your setup's pretty cool, but he's a fucking fuckwad.
Such a juicy guarantee.
Oh, he's getting word that he's scam people more.
Now moving on, let's have a look at the financing options, because this is something else that I've been getting a lot of questions about. Infinity is not free, okay? I told you
said that in the
at the
advertisement
of this presentation that you can get in for $0 today,
Oh,
and that
you
is by
cheeky
using
fucker.
the financing options.
Cheeky
I
bugger.
also showed you a few minutes ago that you can click on the available financing options which appeared in a link down below this video.
Yep.
It will open up a bunch of different companies, loan companies, financing companies in different countries.
Oh, it's just
that
a,
you
it's
can go
just a
and
URL
apply for a loan from. Now, if you don't see your country on that list,
your country,
what you can do is you can go and apply for a traditional bank loan, or you can put this on a regular credit card, which works the same way as financing anyway. The advantage of doing this is that it means you don't need to invest any of your own
he wants me
money
to go
right
and
now
ask for
today.
money.
You can use financed money, or you can use a loan to do this, and then you can pay back that loan.
Wait,
or
these
that
are
credit
loan
card
companies.
over the space of a year, which is going to be less than $200 per month that you would need to pay back.
You want me? So this whole time he wants me to go out and get essentially a fucking credit card loan.
Effectively, that means that you can get inside of
Pretty
Infinity
vetted these ones to
for
be
free
all
without
weird.
using any of your own money, because it's borrowed money that you can pay back using the profits for Infinity. I hope that makes sense. So if you do want to go and apply for a loan, that's completely fine. You will need to come back to the checkout page once you have secured financing, okay? Once you have that money on your credit or debit card, come back to the Infinity checkout page and join Infinity. All right, so this means, like I said before, you pay nothing today and you pay it off using the profits that you get from Infinity. All right, that's this little insert covered. We're going to get back to the frequently asked questions now. Now let me answer some frequently asked questions. Number one, can I buy more than one account? Well, the answer is yes, but I would personally prefer it if you would wait for your first payout.
Personally?
Just so that we can prove to you how real this is.
Oh.
We also have upgrades of funded accounts.
Don't want to be scammed double time now.
$500,000 that allow you to make an estimated 20.
Let me guess, this checkout is literally just a fucking. This is such a basic bitch website. It's hilarious. I bet you it doesn't expire or anything.
If this works
there's
so
no
well,
personal
then why
data.
are you
Look, there's
selling it?
nothing there.
Now, this is a
I haven't
very
given him any
valid question,
cookies.
and there's actually 3 reasons.
I even saved this video.
Firstly, I've maxed out as many prop firm accounts as I can personally get my hands on, so my earnings are capped at around $6,000 a day.
Wow.
Number 2, I'm a businessman and I like to make
businessman.
money. And by
Moon.
deploying
I'm a
the system
moon.
for others,
Hi
there's
egg.
a
Yeah, this is
potential
very
for me to make
legitimate.
even more money.
I'm not a
Yes,
financial
you can call me greedy, but I do believe in
financial
karma, and I believe that I deserve to be rewarded for the
guy,
value
but
that I
this
bring
guy
to
knows
you.
what he's talking about.
This
Obviously.
loophole took me months to figure out and perfect. Also, here's a short quote to hammer this home.
Yep.
Millionaires became millionaires because they know how to make money.
Yep.
Billionaires became billionaires because they know how to make other people money. Now, I'm already a millionaire, and I don't mean to flex, but if helping other people become financially
Don't mean to
free
flex,
is the
fuck
thing
off.
that makes me richer, then I'll
Mister,
take
I'm
it.
flexing
Which
like a
brings
G,
me to
like I'm
reason
some
number
sort of
3.
king, like I saved your fucking ass by making
I've
you
been
money.
teaching people how to make money online for the past 5 years, and only 5% of people actually succeed. That means that
5%?
95% of people fail and
But
give
you
up,
told
which
me
is
it's
pretty grim,
100%.
really. This is because
It
all
says
of the methods
100%.
out there, like
Oh.
e-commerce, affiliate marketing, crypto trading, forex trading, Amazon FBA, Airbnb,
I'm not like the
real
other
estate,
crypto
etc., all
or
require you to
other
learn and
money-making
master a
schemes.
skill before
I'm
you can start
different.
to be successful and earn. And this takes learning, discipline,
Learning.
commitment,
You
effort,
told me I didn't
and
have to
most
learn anything.
importantly, time.
Wait. Whoa, whoa,
Am I
whoa, whoa,
saying
whoa,
that
whoa,
all of
whoa,
those
whoa, whoa.
methods
He just told me that I don't have to give any time, money, effort, or knowledge, or capital into this. I'm not the other scammers. I'm different. I'm quirky. Oh, look at me. They all say it. Like, I'm not like the other scams. I'm legitimate.
above
Trust
are bad
me.
and don't work?
I've
No.
been vetted
They
by
all work
some,
just great and have
like
resulted in
Forbes,
countless
of all
millionaires.
people.
But
Who's a fucking
not
shit?
everybody is cut out for the
Probably all
effort
lies
and
anyway.
work and time that it takes to see success. Now this is different. It requires
Different?
zero learning, zero skills,
Learning?
zero investment capital,
Learning?
and zero time, as my team
What's
does
learning?
everything for you and delivers the profits to you on a silver plate on a bi-weekly basis. In fact, it works best if you just leave it alone and do nothing at
Learning.
all. Now what you're
I
buying
can't
here
learn
today
ring.
is a 100% done-for-you service that prints money for you every 2 weeks without you even having to understand it. It is a complete no-brainer.
Oh,
And
yes,
I
the
guarantee
logo in the background,
that
all
you won't
fancy
find
sign.
anything easier out there or as risk-free. Okay, how long will
I won't
this
find anything
loophole
else?
last?
Aw.
Well, FTMO has been around since 2014. It allows bots, all bots, unique and custom coded.
Oh wow.
It's never missed
Okay.
a payout. They've paid out over $27 million alone just last year to all of their funded traders.
Wow.
Now there's tons of other
good.
top firms out there as well, so you could eventually have millions of dollars to trade with.
Wow.
And I'm doing that, and I'll introduce you to these after you get your first paycheck.
Wow.
Honestly, what I've shown you today in this presentation,
I need to get myself out of debt. I can't get a credit card loan. I can't do this. Oh no, I can't do it without any money. Oh, too bad. Oh, so sad. Oh.
What happens if the bot loses any money? Well, losses are inevitable and it's bound to happen from time to time. Firstly, you are under no obligation.
We've got plenty more of these to go
pay
through.
Any lost money
They're a
back
dime a
out of
dozen.
your own pocket.
Mr.
This is
Lamborghini
covered
started this
100%
all.
by the prop firms. It's still 100% risk-free for you. The bots are programmed to recover any losses made in the days following the loss. But the worst possible case scenario is that you would lose
everything.
the account. So far, this has never happened to us or any of our members. But if it does, don't worry. You simply just make a new account, and we will cover the costs of the reevaluation.
He'll
test
cover
for you
everything
on the house.
And if you don't
Now,
make
another
money in the
reason why I'm
first
sharing this with you
few
today
weeks,
is
then
because it's
they'll give you all
bad
your money
out there.
back.
The current economy, inflation, interest
He's helped
rates,
he's
people
helped the
queuing up at
baby, he's
food
helped an
banks
old
in
man, he's helped
London.
his friend, he's helped
Salaries
his
are not
friend's dad,
increasing.
he's helped everyone.
You know, an extra few
And now
thousand
he's
a month for
helping
doing
me.
absolutely nothing would surely help with your monthly bills.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's
I
not
need to pay
gonna
off my
come in
debts
from
as
anywhere
well,
else,
which is
right?
preventing me from
Now,
setting
I'm
up your
not
account.
offering you
Yeah.
a better job or
No.
a better business here.
You're offering me a
I'm
scam.
offering you a better life without
fuck
any
off.
of the commitments. You've come
You're
this
just
far.
stealing other
You've
people's
watched
money.
this much because you need something
Gambling
better
with
in
it.
your life. You've seen with your own
This
eyes
is
how
glorified
this works.
gambling if
you
it is
know
real.
that you're covered with
It's
our
scam
guarantee.
if it isn't.
Now it's time to make your dreams a reality.
Oh, is it?
So who is this for? Well,
me.
Let's look at the different age
Aww.
groups. If you're 80 plus, you're likely retired. You come from an older generation that is used
Yeah,
to
put all your
graft and hard
pension
work.
into this.
You probably be molded and conditioned by the system, which had worked so well for the
system.
past
The
70 or 80 years.
Oh my god, the system.
You may have done well from this system,
We're in the
or you
Matrix.
may not have done so well.
Look at them karaoke.
But you're likely
Aw.
less technologically fluent as the younger generation.
I love stock
but
video.
It doesn't matter. If you manage to watch this presentation, then you too can do this. And the extra money that you generate from this can help you in your
I love slow
golden
motion
years.
as well.
If you're 60 to 80, you're likely just retired. You
still
want
not old
to
enough
enjoy
for
your new
that.
free time. You may be limited by the amount of money that you receive in your pension. You
Oh,
wanna
pension.
Spend more time with your grandchildren.
Put your pension
and
in, it's
spoil
fine.
them with presents. Maybe take them to
Put
the
the whole
theme
thing in.
park.
Just
You can
take it
do
out
that
early.
with this.
It's fine.
If you're 50 to 60,
Give me your money.
you're getting ready to retire. Do you have
No,
enough?
I'm not there
saved
yet
up?
either.
I mean, with inflation,
I
and
don't
rising
have
costs
anything
digging
saved
into
up.
your retirement fund,
But I'm
you
in the
have
minus,
enough
technically.
to comfortably retire. And I'm not trying to scare you right now, but these are just the raw facts.
Oh, really?
Infinity
Raw.
can help
Man's
you
going
with
in
this
raw
without you
with them
having to make
facts.
any changes to your life. If you're 30 to 60, right now you are
No,
in your
still
prime.
not quite.
You're
No.
working those long hours at the office.
I'm not even in my prime
you
yet, am
don't
I?
have time
No.
to spend with your young family or with your new kids. You don't have time to spend learning a new
Boring.
skill either. No problem. You don't need
So
to
long,
learn a new
old
skill with
people.
Infinity.
I'm the next
Okay,
tier
if you're
down.
worried about mortgage
I'm the
payments
slightly
or
old
monthly
people.
bills, we can help you with that. If you're in your 20s or early 30s, you're enjoying life to the max right now. You're going out clubbing, you're going out
Debatable.
on the weekend, you're
Fuck
having
off.
fun.
No.
You're a lot more
No.
technologically fluent than the
Yeah.
older generations. You're about to enter the system. You're about to get yourself a 9 to 5 job where you're going to be locked into that for the next 40
I mean, it's made me
years.
money. It's got me
Maybe
this
you
far.
want that new pair of sneakers or the iPhone. Or
I
maybe
don't
you
want an
spent
iPhone or
$1,200
sneakers.
Or you want to spend $1,200
They're expensive
on the
and fucking
latest
waste
phone.
of money.
Instead of buying the latest phone,
That's
why
what
don't you put that
fucktards
money
like
into
you do.
Infinity? And then you can buy the next phone next
I
month
could
with
buy
the
the
money
next
from the
phone
passive
with the
profits
next
you
money
get
I
from
earn in the
Infinity.
profits I get from
Either way,
Infinity.
this is like free money.
Free
you
money.
have to not like money. All
I
the
could buy
things
an
that can do for
iPhone
you
and an
to
iPad
not want to do this.
and an i.
You ain't
butt
seen nothing
fucker,
like this
or
because there
whatever
is
Apple
nothing
sells
else
next.
like this. I mean, ask
I could-
yourself,
I
when
could-
anyone else
I could
offered
buy
you
Apple
to let
itself.
you pay out of your profits, that's
Yeah.
how supremely confident I am
Free money
with
sounds
Infinity.
good.
I don't get paid
I'm gonna buy my
unless
parents
you
a
do.
house. I'm gonna buy my nana house.
What else
I'm gonna
do you
buy
have
a
to swing
fucking
at right
random
now?
person on the
Let's
street a
look at
house.
some of the other
I'm gonna
options.
be the
You
next
could take
Mr.
a course
Beast.
in drop shipping or learning how to trade,
Drop shipping
or
is
learning affiliate
scam.
marketing is going to be time consuming.
Drop
You have to learn a brand new skill.
No. Drop shipping is designed for you to scam someone else by selling them a product that you paid way less for like an extra 10-20 quid. That's all you do. You just make a little commerce thing. You use Amazon, you use eBay if you don't get caught, or make your own website with your own e-commerce, and you literally just buy a load of shipment stuff that is in a warehouse that you pay for, and then you send it out to people for with extra cream on the top, like shit tons of cream, like barely anything. Like you make so much money out of it. It's like scam central, and then you use that money to then pay off the things. So cycle, blah blah blah. You basically just take money and feed it into this system from people. That's what dropshipping is. And then trading, yeah.
5% of people fail. Plus, you have to spend money on things like Facebook ads.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, the ads.
Before you even
yeah.
see any success. Or you have to risk your own capital to trial and error.
Imagine
when
doing
you
anything
trading,
or using your
or
own.
learning how to trade.
Your own
or
stuff.
You could go to university and rack
up
at least $100,000
I didn't go to
of
uni.
student debt, and wait 3 years with no guarantee of work at the end of it. And even if you do end up scoring a job, you'll be locked into it for the next 40 years of your life.
Oh no!
7 of which will go towards paying off that student debt that you've Or you could maybe look at buying into a franchise. Well, good luck with that. The cheapest franchises out there are at least $15,000. All of your time will be sucked into running it.
Suck.
Or
That good suck.
choice number 4. You could do nothing.
Right. Yeah,
if you
I like
do
that
nothing,
one.
Then nothing
It's
in
cheap.
your life will change, and
Oh,
you'll
fuck
be
off.
left with a huge feeling of regret and what if.
Oh, I feel like I'm
Here at the
missing out
Infinity
now.
System, we're ready to help you get started today. So
But with
thank you
us,
so much
we'll
for
suck you
watching.
off real
Now,
hard
this
and
could
give you
possibly
free
be
money.
The last
Obvious.
time that you see this presentation.
Mm.
So it's now time for you to make
You
a
only get the
choice.
advert once.
Are you in?
Because you can do that. You can only send it to someone ever once. So if you don't scam them, you move on to the next people and save some money on the advertisements you use to scam people with your fucking system. Alright, let's look at the financing options. This is the finance. This is how much I need to get in loans. 500 a month. So that's like, give yourself. Essentially, I just need to put a shit ton of money in from loans. He says get it from like credit cards and shit. Pump it into his system, and then we join in Affinity. So we can close that now because it's just a boring ass fake link anyway. No, that's a different one, right? Oh, it sends me here as well. Oh, 2 links that send me to the same place. Oh no, this sends me to this one, right? If I go to his website, you know, let's save this one for later. I called it crypto because I was lazy. I got a bit bored, right? And here you go. There's your one. There we go. Did I get a response email? No, I didn't. Let's just look at all my emails. There we go. Oh, look at me. I'm such a good businessman. Right. James Fickweird. I can even join them right now. Alright, we're done with this. This is all good. Ah, back to this again. Oh, the only way to go forward is through paying. Well, let's go. Would it look anything like the thing he showed in the video? Maybe. Oh, wow, no, I closed my checkout. Oh, it does. Whoa. Future payments. Wait, I have to pay for the first 60 days. He said nothing for the first 60 days. That's fishy. Wait, did he just lie to me? Did he just lie to me? What the fuck? The Ministry of Freedom? Maybe he is in the Illuminati. Is that the money branch of the Illuminati? He wants me to pay $2.5 grand in dollars just to get scammed. Like that's how you know it's fake because he didn't mention this. That's $2 grand. He wants me to pay $2 grand. Give him my card details or my PayPal. $2 grand. Just so he can run off with the money and pretend nothing happened. He didn't show me the program. He didn't show me a tutorial on how he sets it up. He doesn't show me like a little walkthrough of how the process works. He just told me with a bunch of stock images and random footage. He told me fuck all. And now he wants me to give him $2 grand. With the promise of making back money within 3 weeks. Is that really what he just told me? I think this one's a certified scam. I mean, I knew it, but I felt like this one was weird because it was like, I'm not a scam. I'm personally not a scam. Look, I'm not a scam. I'm not like the other scams. I'm not a scam. Well, closing. And we'll put this in the URL into here. And if we close it, right, that secure checkout, right? That secure checkout that should reject me if I go into it again. Where is it? Here we go. My secure checkout, right? Let's see if if it freaks out. Oh no, it's still here. Maybe this is. Wait, yeah, it's secure. HTTP. Where's the HTTP? There we go. So this is probably an actual Warrior Plus probably is some weird payment system in Dubai or something for collecting payments from people. They accept PayPal, which really is scary. Because the Affinity website is apparently based in Dubai, which tells me this guy isn't actually English, even though he has the accent. He's probably just a paid actor. And all this information could be fake. Oh, he sent me information through the email though. That's good. Like 2x monthly payouts. Hands-free return powered by artificial intelligence. Wow. Winning record of results. Maintenance free. Works globally. Outstanding performance. Oh, look at all these join buttons. He couldn't possibly have enough join buttons. Satisfaction guaranteed. The team that cares. 24/7 access. For income replace potential. Outstanding performance. And then a bunch of bullshit. These are all pictures that are probably nicked from people's Facebooks or from online somewhere. This one's definitely been skimmed. He looks like a dodgy motherfucker. He looks like he sniffy sniffs. That guy definitely sniffy sniffs. Like, no lie. That's a sniffer right there. Founder, oh my gosh, the guy himself, Jonah Armstrong. Do 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 do. Oh, he retired. Lorenzo F fell off. Head of trading. Ah, right. That's why he fell off. Lorenzo's training prodigy pioneered automation software that can be used. Give me the software then. Richard, he said free money. So, and I'm putting my own money into it to get started. So why not just give me the software? Hey, I've got to be overloaded with join buttons, so I click one out of panic. Rich is Harvard educated software engineer who pioneers the field of bot trading automation. Rich S. What you gonna do with the big Rich S? Wiggle, wiggle, do. Head of AI, head of training, Lorenzo F. Jonas Lindgren. Okay, this guy's gotta be on LinkedIn. What you gonna do with the big fat cash? Oh, I'm gonna have to sign up. Oh, I can sign in with Google. Let's go. James Fakeweird. Let's go. Let's give it a strong password. Now, I didn't just share that online. Whoa, that's my postcode, definitely. I don't actually know whether it is. Um, um, Motherfucker, um, trader, trader, coin, oh yeah, yeah. I am self-employed, obviously. I'm not interested in any job opportunities right now. That is definitely where I'm located. That's not just a random thing that I don't know why it's popped up with that. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. That is not my yeah. This is just a complete fake. I use my Google photo, obviously, the one I totally have. Yep. Oh, I'll skip that for now then. Now I'll stay on this. I'll put it on my phone later. It's fine. That's I've got to follow some people, right? Obviously Excel lookup, save that course. Magnetic charisma, strategic thinking, Excel, all of the courses. I'll follow you and you and you and you and you. Can I finish now? Good. Thank you. Man, that was a fucking. What was that picture? That looked amazing. No, I've already followed people. It's fine. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm that motherfucker coin trader, right? This guy. Oh wow, there's a lot of people with his name. Oh, what's the name of the company? Infinity. He could be any of these people and we wouldn't know. Wow, it's almost as if he doesn't want us to know. Oh, sorry, it's the Affinity System. Sorry, it's his company, so it's .co, obviously. Ah, there we go. Someone's already talking about it. Oh, look at these names. There you go. This is a real person who makes money. Just literally, this is how you find out they're a scam. That you just take what they call themselves, the Affinity Team. Infinity. Oh, I can give them more of my information. Oh, I have to give them on my website. Oh, what if I send them Keck W my bruh just paid for a package now. Oh, they're all required. Oh, I don't have a website. I can't possibly have a website. Alright, that one will do. My name is James Feck obviously. Just my dude. But where is my free monies, fam? Where that email with the program and shit. I took out 3 loans for this, bruh. Please help me. Please. Alright. Mate, you legend. My bro in the dough. James. Fuck. Weird. Did it send? Oh, is this my email? Ah, shit. Sorry, I made a mistake. Oh, that's my phone telling me I need to get a fucking move on. Sorry, yeah, I made a mistake. Alright. There we go. Yes, I sent it. Let's go. Alright, bro in the dough. Yeah. Getting them hoes. Sniffing that coke and the weed, the smoke will flow. Yeah. Yeah, we making free money shit. Yeah, funding our business empire or some shit. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I think this one's I think we've finished with this one now. Let's just save this for good measure. In here. There we go. Alright, so that's been fun. Thank you for watching. I'll do some more of this. This is funny. I love making money. It's so fun. Right, I better go to work now. Yay! Everyone loves making money. Woo! That's pretty me. Right, bye. Bye bye bye. Oh, my hand. There's my hand. My hand is here. This is so